Okay, guys, so in the spirit of building in public, reporting on what we're doing now, I'm meeting a potential investor now. He's this super crazy guy, founder of Over the Top SEO, lives in Dubai, very, very crazy, very good marketer, definitely knows what he's doing, kind of guy. I will not be sure if I can report everything from the meeting because this guy's crazy and possibly should not be shared with you. But we'll see. I'll jump in now. All right. So yesterday we had this meeting with the investor. We had a long discussion about it, as you can see. My head feels like a numb leg, so it's not great. Not a good start to the day. But I already closed one customer and I pushed through it. And because of the magic of camera, she didn't even figure out that I have hangover. Hey guys, the meeting with the potential investor from yesterday turned into a fucking spiral of hell. And it just kind of unlocked a chain of events that turned into a shocking situation. All right, so here's the gist of it. First of all, the reason why I'm wearing glasses and outside it's cloudy is because we were discussing the situation with the investor. Sorry again for driving too fast, god damn it. Right, so really gotta get a stand for that shit. Investor comes in. Well, he's not so much an investor. It's just a friend of ours. He has a lot of money. He's a millionaire, lives in Dubai, yachting and shit. And he's a marketer and he understands our business very well. He was one of the guys who we came together with him with the idea for Masters Academy, and he knows it very well. Right, so cool. What happened is we said, hey, we have this business here. We think it's worth $5 million. He said, no. I think it's worth $12 million. And I can get you, $1.2 million for 10% of the company. But I want a 30% kickback. All right. So this means that after the investor that he brings in pays us the $1.2 million, we would have a contract with his company for his company to provide services worth somewhere around $400,000. So he would help us market the platform, develop it, grow it, and so on. And he would become an advisor. So he would get some shares. And then this turned into a huge discussion. So problem number one, overvaluation, right? So the problem of overvaluation is that if your first round you overvalue the idea and then the money that you get for it are not enough, or there is not enough time for you to hit the goals that kind of justify that valuation, then you are screwed badly. So how does this happen? So first, imagine that, let's say we say, okay, we're going to take your $1.2 million and we will say that the company is worth $12 million. So now this is purely speculation at this stage, or it's not, because somebody actually bought it and bought that 10% of the company for that kind of money. So it means that it now is worth $12 million. But the company itself is still too young, it doesn't have enough customers, and in order to justify the $12 million valuation, we would need to get about 2,000 customers, which means 2,000 creators, 2,000 entrepreneurs who start their business and start selling their digital products on our platform. which is not a small number in the beginning. It's not crazy, but it's definitely far from certain. We believe that in the first year, we can get 1,000. And the question is, can we, given more money, given let's say about $600,000 more, can we double that amount and grow faster to justify a valuation of $12 million? And we believe that we can't. And the reason is not the money. You can't just buy customers. The reason is that we also, in order to be able to get customers efficiently, we actually have to do a lot of things. So first, there is the problem of acquisition. So we know how to get customers, right? We know who the customers are. They're content creators, they're famous, they have social media profiles. It's very easy to find them. We find them with AI, put them in a database, get all information that is out there about them in the internet. We get AI to analyze it. We know how to get customers. We know how to get them in a call. We know these things, right? Just wait, because I'm gonna have to drive a little bit fast again. And sorry about that. I really have to get a stamp for this thing. Yep. So we know how to get customers. The problem is not the customers. The problem is that different customers require different things. And this means that we also have to develop the platform and we have to develop the marketing. So it's not about, it's not like you're selling some simple thing and you can put more money and sell more of it. In this case, in order to sell more, you actually have to develop your marketing infrastructure. So this means that we have to, for example, there's a few things that we're planning to do on marketing. And these things are, things like, for example, we have to develop success stories, case studies, use cases of how our platform is being used and how people make money on it. We also have to develop and kind of create and write and do the comparisons with other competitors. And because right now we have some issues, you could call it, with potential customers who want to use our platform, but they want to be hands-off, and we typically now we onboard them, we teach them, we show them how to use it, we show them how to do everything, but this is very time inefficient. So we have to do it, we have to invest time to do it for each customer. So this means that you cannot get customers at scale. If you don't automate this process, you can't get customers in scale. So how are we going to automate it? We are going to automate it by basically creating our own course on how to create your business, launch a course, and start selling other digital products as well on our platform, right? This is going to take time as well. And then we also have this initiative that one of our potential investors also recommended. And this very YouTube channel is one of the marketing efforts that is going to take time to grow. And so all of these things are compounding in time, and we can't truly do them so quickly that we can get so many customers so quickly. So overvaluation is not our best bet, because if on the next round we actually have a down round or a dumb round, there's like a neutral round, meaning that we raise additional money on the same valuation, things get really bad. And so we've decided that we want to make sure that we over deliver like crazy, and so we will stick to our current valuation of about $5.5 million. And so this means that we have to try and convince the investor to stick to our valuation and kind of convince him that this is the kind of money that we want, and we can go up, maybe up to $7 million, and get a little bit of additional money, do it a little bit faster, find kind of like a solution in the middle. The question However, it is also very complicated because we have two other investors who are already who said that they are going to invest in our company. We have intent from them. They know what the company is about. We've already pitched them and so on, and they are willing to invest at a lower valuation of about $5 million. So we have to figure out what to do. And then that conversation lasted until about 1 p.m. Right. So today I'll update you and tell you kind of what is going on with it, and we will see what can be done. Whew. Also, I'll show you our pitch deck, and today we are going to be answering our investors. We have meetings with clients. We are going to be closing. We are going to be running up and down, and we also have to start doing VC intros. And the VCs are actually an important part because we want to have a professional VC leading the seed round that will help us easily get other VC connections for our Series A round. And so, yeah, this is quite important. And we are not going to take anyone's money before we actually talk to the VCs. And so, yeah, first of all, we have to figure out our precise valuation. So it seems like people are willing to invest in our company. The question is, how much is it worth, and how much money do we want to get and take and spend? Sorry guys, I have to park. I'll let you cut it here, and I'll continue to update you later on. All right guys, I'm already in the office, already editing today's vlog, and probably you're gonna see this part at the end. I've already had my coffee. I'm a little bit fresh. I'm preparing for my next customer meeting. I have to send the pitch deck to the investor today, and we are kind of writing our conditions and our term sheet and preparing, our counter offer to his offer from yesterday. And we hope to send it today. We hope to kind of convince him that investing too much money into the company too early can be very dangerous. And now that we do that, today I'll show you, not today, tomorrow I will, or in our next episode, I'll show you the pitch deck. I'll show you what the company's about. I'll show you how it goes. And so you can give me some feedback on it, and we'll go on, keep on hunting for investors and customers and growing a company and getting it to $1 billion valuation. And even beyond that, I personally believe it can be $100 billion company, but we'll see about that. And hopefully you will as well. So please, like, subscribe, follow the channel if you're interested in this kind of content, and seeing the reality of the startup life. And if you want to share the experience of building $1 billion company with me, I'll be very happy to do that. So see you guys in the next episode.